Welcome students. Yesterday we have discussed some basic terms which are used in chapter number 2, that is forms of business organization. So today we are going to start our first form of business, that is sole proprietorship, or we can say that sole trade. So firstly I am going to tell you the meaning of sole proprietorship. But what does it mean? A business which is owned, managed and controlled by a single person is known as sole trade or sole proprietorship. In this type of business, a single person is the owner of that business. He manages all the business activities and he control all the business activities. He will take all the decisions regarding this type of business is known as sole trade or sole proprietorship. For example, beauty parlor, stitching, bakery, sweet shop and any other small type of business are considered in sole proprietorship. In this type of business, a single individual invested the capital and he will manage all the business activities. Single individual control all the activities. And if I talk about the profit and losses, the profits are enjoyed by a single individual, and in the same way losses are borne by a single individual. So in this way, such a businessman is called sole trader, and such type of trade is known as sole trade or sole proprietorship. So this is the introduction of sole proprietorship. Second, we will discuss about the features or characteristics of sole proprietorship. The first one is individual ownership. As the name suggested, that the owner of this type of business is an individual person. As I discussed earlier that in first line that a business is owned by a single person. So second one is sole management. He manages all the routine activities of the business organization alone. Third is unlimited liability. The liability of the sole proprietorship is also unlimited. What does it mean, beta? In this type of liability, in case of heavy losses, he will sold all the business assets, and if is there not recover the losses, then he will also use his personal assets, or we can say that he will use personal property for the recovery of losses. So in this way his liability is unlimited. Next one is freedom in selection of business. So single individual is liberal in the selection of business. He can select any type of business for own choice. Next one is secrecy. So in this type of business, there should be secret for all the business organization. He will not share anything to anyone else. Other one is no separate legal entity of the business. It means that business and businessman, they both are same. Next is undivided risk. The profit and losses all are related to the owner or trader. So if I talk about the profit and losses, profit will also not divided by anyone. So profits are enjoyed, any gains are enjoyed by the owner only, and in case of losses, he will not divide any loss with anyone else. So in simple terms, we can say that he will not divide any kind of loss, any kind of profit with anyone else. So next one is suitable some special forms of business. So sole proprietorship, it required less capital. So it is some special forms of business organization where this type of business can be done. For example, beauty parlors, teaching, bakery, sweet shop, all these special forms of business which is suitable in the sole proprietorship. Next is merit and features of merit, benefits, positive aspects or advantages of sole proprietorship. The first one is quick decision. In this type of business, a single person take any kind of decision, so there is no any delay in the decision making. Second is benefit of secrecy. As I discussed earlier, all the secrets of the business will kept on secret. Third one is direct motivation. Motivation means inspiration. So with the help of profit, a businessman, a sole trader internally motivate and he will expand his business. So no external motivator is required for the motivation of sole proprietorship. He will motivate, he will inspired by internally. So next one is personal control. Control means he will control all the business activities and all the decisions are taken by the sole trader only. Easy formation. less capital is required, so it's very easy to establishment of this type of business organization. So these are the merits and advantages of sole proprietorship. Next one is limitations. Limitations are the disadvantages, negative effects and drawbacks. So first one is limited resources. A single person is invested their capital. A single person owned all the business organization, so the resources of a single person are limited. Second is limited life of a business concern. So sole proprietorship business is related with the owner. So if owner is not there, so business will also be closed. So this is the related with the life of the owner. So if the owner of the business will no more, then business will also be end. Third one is unlimited liability. So I have discussed earlier that in case of heavy losses, he will use the business assets along with the personal assets. So in this case, he will use his business assets, means his business is also gone, and along with the personal assets, his personal property will also be suffer. Next one is limited managerial ability. So sometimes it's very difficult to take any kind of decisions, means sometimes he is not able to take correct decisions due to lack of managerial ability. So these are the limitations of sole proprietorship. Thank you so much.